So I think where I can start is by saying that pregnant bodies are not fragile like people like to believe or that we hear or are portrayed in society. Our bodies are really made to move during pregnancy, and it's safe for baby and it's safe for mom. Obviously, there's contraindications to moving when you're pregnant, depending on your situation. But our bodies are really made physiologically to adapt to movement when we're pregnant. So a lot of people will say, well, if you're training and your body temperature goes up, then baby's body temperature will go up as well, which is dangerous. But what happens is, as a pregnant woman, you're going to sweat a lot more. So you're going to get rid of that high temperature and your body's going to regulate. And then the other thing is, well, people say, well, if you burn too many calories, your baby won't have the nutrients it needs. But what's amazing is during pregnancy, your baby, I know it goes really scientifically, but your baby will utilize the lactic acid, which is the result of you burning your energy and that glucose. So it's really a system that is fascinating on how your baby is still going to be safe, get all the nutrients it needs. And the science really proves that your baby's gaining more benefits. So there's a thing called heart rate variability that we measure in adults and all humans. Well, babies' heart rate variability through our exercise as people who are pregnant will actually regulate the baby's heart rate. So when that baby is born, what that exercise benefit comes into is that baby's heart rate is able to go up and down, and regulate a lot more easily than if you're not exercising.
And
Yeah.
it's something that if you can walk away with something is to just honor your body. And I know sometimes it can be really hard. So whether you're pregnant and you're having a long day, and you're like, oh, I got to do this, kind of just honor your body. If your body is tired and you just want to kind of go home and sit on the couch, then you can go home and sit on the couch. If you need a good cry, have good cry. And if you need someone to talk to, then reach out to someone. Honor your physical and mental body. And when you go into postpartum, do that as well. It's going to be more important in postpartum because it sucks, but moms don't have the medical support in postpartum. We barely have any support in pregnancy and postpartum, but postpartum especially, we only have one appointment. It's at 6 weeks postpartum, and that's all we have. And it sucks, but everyone cares about the baby. Nobody cares about mom. How's the baby doing? Is he gaining weight? Is he eating? All these things. Nobody's asking, how's mom doing? Is mom sleeping? Does mom need to cry? Do you want me to hold the baby? Do you need to take a shower? So honor your body and just allow yourself, as hard as it is, to be present.
Yeah.
I've had 3 kids, and sometimes you kind of get ahead of yourself and you're like, when is nap time? I need to sleep train. I need to figure all the things out. And then you sit back, and my oldest one is 5 years old, and you realize, like, oh my God, it went by so fast. Like, that extra snuggle was not a big deal. Like those extra moments of me saying no to having guests or visitors was actually what I needed. And postpartum is honoring your body mentally, physically, and setting those boundaries. Whatever you need as boundary, speak up and do it for yourself.
So my name is Martine Chaisson. I'm a certified kinesiologist. I did my bachelor's degree at the University of Moncton here in New Brunswick. And then I went off to Ottawa to do my master's degree in kinesiology, but more on the topic of women's health. Came back home, started a PhD, not my thing. Always knew I was going to work with pregnant and postpartum people. So I specialized in a few classes to get my kind of really deep knowledge into pregnancy and postpartum, whether it's athleticism, whether it's just kind of the base of pregnancy and postpartum, how to deal with prolapse, return to running, all these types of things, either when you're pregnant or postpartum. And I also opened up a exercise studio for pregnant and postpartum people here in Moncton. Obviously, with COVID, I closed the doors. I'm also on maternity leave. So I'm doing a lot of virtual right now, but typically I do a lot of in-person one-on-one training, consultations on postpartum, especially how to evaluate how your core is functioning, whether you have a separation and if it's functional, and also give some programming and some coaching and some group classes. And I'm also a mom to a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and an 8-month-old baby.